Hello, Uzumaki. What's going on? What's going on? If you guys hear the noise in the background, it is the scraping of coconuts. In the studio, we scrape coconuts, um, aka my house in the village here in Fiji. Welcome back. My name is Jonathan. You joined it. You joined on the mat with me, and yeah, today we're just gonna be chatting about what's going on in the world. I'm just about to pull up some of your guys' questions from today. Oh yeah. Hey guys, what's up? What's up? What's up? Bulunaka Una. So Steph's been going to this festival of we call it the Friendly North Festival, but it's actually called the Festival of the Friendly North. So I think we gotta fix what we call this thing. But Stephanie's a judge at the Festival of the Friendly North. There was a guy just sending it last night at the festival. Um, if you guys go to our YouTube page, it's pretty funny. Or go to our it's on our YouTube, but our stories on Instagram. What up? What up, Bula everybody? Bula to all the throngs of people that are joining this live. Um, so what did I do over the weekend? Yeah, so usually we do this outside and it's not noisy like this, but because we had a big funeral in the village. One of my uncles passed away last week, and so there was still the family and a bunch of people still here. So it's probably like 30, 40 more kids than there usually is in the village. So what's your institution name and what's the NA? What up, Jessica? Um, institution name, business name, Waka, PTE, LTD. I don't know if that's what you're asking, Reginald. Um, website is wakafarms.com, but website's actually not live yet. We're just working on the website right now, and so yeah, we've just been doing all the social media stuff. So now we are working on our website because we have to work on our website because it's actually something that we want to bring to you guys. So we've had really good success with building websites in the past with our businesses back in Canada, and so yeah, we just haven't really hasn't been our focus. I mean, we've seen the need, but we haven't felt the need to work on a website. Now, are you sponsored? Yeah, I'm sponsored by my good looks and uh, positivity. No, I'm just kidding. No, we are not sponsored. Sponsored by myself. I think actually I was thinking about this the other day. It would be kind of cool if we had a sponsor for On the Mat. I think that this whole segment could be brought to people by somebody who wanted, we could have signs up or whatever in the back, or somebody could sponsor this. Um, for now, I guess it's just sponsored by us, by the Walker family, and by the people that you know we're walking hand in hand with through this journey, like Hamza and Global Machinery and A Hussein Hardware. So they've been, they're kind of like our longest partners that we've had. Ever since the beginning. There's a couple other big hardware stores in Fiji that. Well, I shouldn't say a couple. There's one other big hardware store in Fiji that really wants to work with us, but yeah, I don't know. Show me the money because I have a really good relationship with Hamza and his father and brother, and yeah, it's been great to this up to this point, and I have no reason to want to change. And so yeah, Global Machinery. I mean, they're the ones who sell all the new tractors that you see in Fiji, basically all the big blue ones. Um, farm track tractors. They started bringing in heavy machinery now, like front end loaders and stuff like that. So I'm very excited. I don't know if Hamza's on this right now, but I am excited to test some of those out and show you guys what some of his new equipment is capable of. How's the coffee shop? Who else is this brought to you temporarily by Organic Plus? Organic Plus, a product, organic manure, organic liquid fertilizer, compost fertilizer that is developed by Robert Hayes and his father. We're actually Baywater Engineering down in Navua, and so they send us their product. We use it on our farm, and it is perfect. It's amazing what it does on our farm. So very excited to show you guys the results of using that on the office. So yeah, A Hussein, Global Machinery, and Organic Plus, and us, the Walker family. So thank you guys for being here. How's the coffee shop? Coffee shop is doing not bad actually. Yeah, it's doing pretty good. I mean, Sengang is never going to be like a super hotspot. Oh, so we live. So we got kids crying in the background. Uh, Leaky might have taken a spill or something. Oh, he broke his watch. Um, so are we Canadian citizens? Yeah, I'm a Canadian citizen too. Yeah, yeah. So I travel around with two passports. So whenever it's convenient, I just show the other one. So the cool thing was like I went to India last year to look at some machinery that we're going to be using in our new shop that we open up in Suva in a few months here. And like Canadians require like all sorts of visas and stuff, clearances if you want to go to India, but Fijians we do not. So when I went to India, I traveled on my Fijian passport, and that was actually pretty cool. I was like, you don't. I guess you don't usually think of the Fijian passport being being advantageous when it comes to traveling overseas, but it definitely was if you're going to India. So India is Commonwealth too. Yeah, that's right. Yeah. So um, yeah, and so is Canada. I just thought like Fiji, Canada, India, New Zealand, Australia, all part of the Commonwealth. But I just thought like, yeah, I didn't. I wasn't really worried until we actually started looking at booking tickets and stuff like that, and it was like, you want to confirm, and we looked into the Canadian passport. It's like, no, this requires visas. Like, oh shoot! So then a Fijian visa or Fijian passport's definitely going to require visas, and it's like, no. The only hard part was that we were traveling kind of just on the edge of COVID, and so yeah. But if you guys ever like, I guess travel to India is expensive, but once you get there, it is so freaking stinking cheap. Like what you want to buy, the food you want to eat. So get this, okay? So I went to the state of Gujarat. So Gujarat's maybe not the place that you party people want to go to because um, I believe it was 1979 when Mahatma Gandhi passed away. I could be wrong on that. Don't quote me on that. You know what? We have a computer in front of me, and I don't have Tui or Sam. Don't know where they are. Um, when did Mahatma Gandhi die? Oh wow, it's so far off. 1948. Okay, so yeah, where are you guys? Where are you guys, Sam? Hey, Sam. I thought you guys were gonna be here. Um, and then I don't know where Koroy is. Koroy's supposed to be here today, but I don't know where anybody is. So it's just me by myself. And so when Mahatma Gandhi died, they banned and outlawed alcohol in the state of Gujarat. So, anyways, I went to Gujarat because I was looking at machinery because that's where machinery is made. And I stayed in like a 4.5 star hotel. So super, super nice. What I consider very, very nice. The top two hotels in the city of Rajkot where I was. And I ate all so I ate all three meals for the 5 days I was there. I got them to do my laundry. I ate from the mini bar. And so granted the mini bar doesn't have liquor in it, right? Because there's no liquor allowed. But so ate all my meals. It 2 to 3 meals a day, usually two, but I ate all my meals, did my laundry, ate from the mini bar. Um, and when I went to check out, and like these meals are like, ooh, man, if you guys like biryani, you guys haven't had good biryani until you've gone to Gujarat. I'm telling you, like so freaking good. So like the best of the best Indian food, and like when you eat there, they're like how we get served with the rice and the curry and everything on one time in Fiji. Like when it's gonna come tomorrow. What's gonna come tomorrow? Is Croy looking for the solution to a riddle? He's like, what? Can't find it. No, just so you guys know, Croy plays a very good role in those. We might have to actually switch it around because I feel bad because I don't know if people actually think that he doesn't get the joke, but yeah, I mean, obviously Norm is in the know. I hope everybody else is also in the know. That Croy is actually on. We're just trying to have some fun, trying to lighten up the mood a little bit. So the food is like top notch, and the service there. So they come, they give you a little bit of rice, and they give you a little bit of like, say you get the butter chicken or something like that. Um, and then they go and they stand away and they watch you. And as soon as you like take your last bite of the rice and the stuff, they come back and they put a little bit more on your plate, a little bit more on your plate, and they go stand away. And they have like the cloth like draped over their arm, and they're just there waiting in the corner, just casually, just waiting for you to need to put more food on your plate. I get to the end of this experience, eat all 5 days there, do my laundry, like I've said, and eat from the mini bar. It came to what would it have been like 100, just under $110 Fijian for 5 days at basically a 5-star hotel, 4.5-star hotel. So, and that's eating in the hotel. Like usually, eating in the hotel is the most expensive. You guys know that. Like, if you want to save money on a holiday or you go somewhere, you don't eat at the hotel. You go find street food or some like corner restaurants. So, and the people were amazing. People just think it's like smoggy and dirty and gross, and like, yeah, it's like maybe there's some pollution, like the city I went to, and maybe not like New Delhi or Mumbai or something like that. But it was so it was such a special experience because I guess I went there with like a lot of presuppositions about what people say about India, and it's busy and people are pushy and it's loud and like it's definitely loud, but like it was a very special experience. And so I would definitely want to go back and go to other places. There's places in India that look like if you guys search in your free time, if you have any, um, the state of Uttar Pradesh, there's places there that look like Switzerland, blue, like glacier type rivers, like snow capped mountains with vineyards and apple trees and fruit vineyard. It's so picturesque. And so if you want to go somewhere where, like, it's cheap, like, India is cheap, and so, um, yeah, it was a beautiful, beautiful experience, but I thought that was interesting. So anyways, all the business people, like, they're so, like I feel like business owners in Fiji could go and get a little bit of maybe know-how or just basic firsthand witnessing, like, what really good customer service looks like from, like, the upper level, upper echelon people in the companies. Because I was dealing with all these factory owners, and they would pick me up from my hotel, like, them themselves, not employees, like, them themselves. They would take me back to the factory. Every factory I went to, they give you, like, 5 different choices of, like, soft drinks or fizzy drinks, pops, and desserts, refreshments, um, and then you'd always get offered cigarettes everywhere. Actually, I did end up smoking a cigarette. I'll tell you guys about that in a few minutes. But and like when they serve you, so the place where I ended up buying the machine from, actually, I went and saw the factory. Then the next day, I'm like, you know what? I need to see the machine again before I spend the money. I just have a couple more questions. I want to see the thing doing this certain procedure. And he's like, "Okay, yeah, no problem." He comes pick me up. It's their one day off. So in the city of Rajkot, their only days off are Wednesday. They work 6 days a week. Only day off is Wednesday because on Wednesday power's out in the whole city because the electrical grid is so ghetto and so like just I don't know, third world maybe. So they shut it down. They actually physically shut the whole city down on Wednesday. So nobody has power. And so that's the day off. So they work Saturday, Sunday. So he picks me up on Wednesday. There's no power. We go out to the factory and he shows me the machine. It does the thing. I'm like, oh man, that's good. It's great. And then on the way back, I'm like, man, I'm so sorry for, making you come on your day. Like when you are here with me, the way that we look at like to serve our customers in Gujarat is like for me to serve God. That's literally what the guy said to me. He's like, for me to serve my customers, for me to serve God. And so, while we were driving around, he was saying that, in Gujarat, like people don't live in Gujarat. He said, if you're a business person or if you live in Gujarat, you don't live in Gujarat to play. You live in Gujarat to work and do business. If you want to play, people go to Mumbai or New Delhi and stuff like that when they want to drink and have parties and get weird. So, yeah, forced rest, exactly, Jessica. So I just thought that was what he like. You could, that can be like a theory, that can be like a proverb, like to serve your customers is to serve God. But like he turned to me like to serve my customer is for me like serving God. I'm like, whoa, that is special. I think we could take a book or a page out of their book when it comes to business owners here. And it's funny because even in Lambasa, there's a few Gujarati business owners. Um, yeah, but it's funny. Most of them have like really, really light skin, and I don't know why. Because there wasn't like a lot of like super light skinned people when I was there. Maybe somebody has an answer to that. Anyways, I guess we didn't put up a post today with the questions for you guys to ask, so I don't have any questions necessarily. Because customers giving money, exactly. But so are customers in Fiji potentially giving money, but we don't treat them like that, right? It's weird. We it's like, you walk into a shop, it's like, what you want? What I want? Maybe I want to buy something from you. Little whatever. Nice nice move having two passports, but do you have to pay like in USA? If we keep two passports, we had to pay for Fiji passport too. Mm, no, like I don't have to pay for having a second passport. No. I mean, I had to pay to get it, like anybody does at any country trying to get a passport, but that's about it. Um, yeah. Yeah, man, it's like customer service in Fiji is a tragedy. It's stuff back from the Lambasa festival. Yeah, she comes back every night, but it's from like 7 to 10 or 11 every night, so she goes and judges. Last week or late yesterday was very interesting. It was a men's talent show. So if you guys go on our story, actually, just for a few more hours, they'll be live. There was like some of the men doing their talent show stuff. And it was more than I would be willing to do on a stage in front of people. Let's just say that. Actually, that was interesting that I did see. I don't see it on TUI's things for me to talk about, but was um, none of the members, like the other board members on the Fiji Rugby Union, are actually going to be paid to go to the Rugby World Cup, and I think that's great. I think that that's an organization that is struggling for funds, even struggling to pay players who obviously have to go to these things and like the Fijiana and stuff like that. But like they definitely should not be, you know, paying for anybody other than who has to go to go. If you haven't put yourself in a very profitable situation, then I don't think anybody should go. I think that comes down to their marketing and the way that they do the marketing. Consider this my bid to be the marketing and content manager for the FRU for the next season. I've heard from a little birdie that their content people or person or team or whatever, their contract is coming up. So hey, if anybody from the FRU is watching this, you see what we do. You know how we do it, and you know that we do it every day. And you know, you guys have been around a lot longer than us, and I think we've done a decent job of closing that gap in a few years. So um, I think we have the ability to tell a story, and I think that you guys, the FRU, need to do better at telling the story. I just picture like say with even the Nrua, or say just like with the Flying Fijians, like there's no question in my mind that we are everybody's favorite second team. So why are we not doing like daily vlogs leading up to the World Cup that people can track? They can fall in love with the players. They can, track with the story and the struggle. And like we don't have to release any really um like proprietary information about gameplay and stuff like that or drama behind the scenes. Like it doesn't have to be reality TV, but like just have like a little something. Like there was a post I saw on Twitter yesterday, I think, and there it was like Bordeaux welcoming the Fiji Rugby Union to France. And it was like a bunch of the guys standing on the stage. And I was like, and like, and the first thing I thought was actually what the Twitter thread was about. And it was just like, can we do a better job as a media team instead of just like stating the complete and utter 100% obvious situation that's actually happening? Like, okay, that's cool. Like, there's a lot of pictures of people on stages. Like, do a reel, like do some interviews, like show us the personality of the players because like we're already everybody's second favorite team. Imagine if we told the story. That's all we do. Like this is like this chance, this live thing that we do is like us just like you guys actually getting to have a conversation with me, like I'm reading your guys' stuff right now. What would I do in a talent show? Whew, maybe I play the didgeridoo. Um, we just need the right people for FRU, young people who are open-minded, not old men just sitting around the tanoa. Yeah, like, I mean, it's it's just so, like, it's so clear to me, like, what could be done, and it would take no effort at all. I mean, we're already such characters, like, as Fijians anyways, we already have, like, so much personality to give without even being on camera. It'd be so it'd be easy, like, you actually you don't even have to pay me. How about this? I'll do that for you, media stuff. I'll even, like, pay for the guy to be there doing it. As long as I can just post it on our platform and we share the post, we're good. You don't have to pay us. There you go. Let the Waka family tell the story for that for you. Let us do it for the Ndrua. We need more of that kind of stuff. Actually, the Ndrua stuff, they did better, though. They did better. They were, like, hiding, the post-game stuff and then, like, their highlight reels and stuff like that, to the music was actually really, really cool. It was really, really cool. They did a good job with that, I will say. Um, we just need the right people. Yes, FRUPR must be drinking grog every day. No update. FRUBS not looking to play as well. For they just think of filling up their pocket. Yeah, I don't really know what the story is behind the scenes at the FRU. I just know that I think it's good that, like, FRU board. I think they have to do the hard yards and they have to get themselves profitable. And I think that comes down to marketing and doing a better job of, like, making it look like a attractive thing to sponsor or to be a part of the FRU story, whether that's for the women or the men. We need ex players to be in the FRU because they know what players go through. Yeah, I think you should for sure. I mean, you see that. I mean, if you look at like the NFL, like the commentators, they're all ex. Even at rugby, like in World Rugby, like most of the commentators are ex rugby. UFC, martial arts, like you have to have people who know the sport. Um, I think there needs to be a balance of people who know the sport but also know the business side of things because you need people who can strategize, who can look into the future and set goals and forecast, see where they need to go. But overall, I'm glad that these people they're not traveling. So one thing that I read a little while ago was like if it said, and I guess it can be related back to any organization or any organization has like a board or admin, but like when you're it was this was in reference to government, but when the government grows faster than the economy, that's when you have a problem. So say in this situation, like if the board members were traveling and like the FRU is not profitable, that'd be a problem. So I think they're actually doing like a really responsible thing and not traveling. Like I'm not ridiculing them. Yeah, exactly. Daniel Cormier, Michael Bisping, um, you got yeah, all those guys. They have so much experience in MMA. Dominic Cruz, what's his name? Anthony. Yeah, lots of experience. What up, someone farmer? Hey, dude, what's going on, man? We hope that they're there in France and looking at the welfare of the boys and not otherwise. Just saying, yeah, because I think there was a situation. I don't know which was in Drua or the Fijiana, but like there was speculation that they weren't getting fed their food or something because they hadn't paid the bills. You guys remember that? So let's get into some current events. If you guys got any questions, you can drop them in right now. Yeah, I'd probably play the didgeridoo. Never played the didgeridoo in my life before, but that's probably what I'd do. Um, I was I'm a published poet actually. For those of you who might not believe, I do have. It's called "Songs of the Wind." It's the book, and it's made up of multiple short poems. And I wrote a poem about about Remembrance Day, about the soldiers in World War II. So yeah, not a big deal, I'm published, so I probably do some sort of poem or something along with my didgeridoo solo. Um, is Tui still charming the ladies in Tonga? I know he's actually back in Fiji. I've been in Senganga right now, um, but he's back from charming all the ladies in Tonga. Underutilization of resources is the main problem in Fiji, not inexperienced people. What do you guys think of that? This is from Penny Gativi. So, underutilization of resources is the main problem in Fiji, not inexperienced people. Yeah, I think I think it's a combination of those things in a lot of cases. Yeah, but yeah, I know I probably would agree more on the utilization than inexperience. Like, there's definitely no questioning the hard work or work ethic or attempts made. But yeah, definitely underutilization. There was one guy quoting verses at the Lambasa men's talent portion. Yeah, there was a poet there. So I know we have to go head to head. I think I'd win. If you had the chance to own a Land Cruiser, would you, or D-Max all the way? No, I definitely grab a Land Cruiser. I don't know. I definitely wouldn't have a Land Cruiser for a daily driver because they're so archaic and rough. The seats are not comfortable. The sound system is terrible. The noise deadening is inexistent. The D-Max is definitely a better, just being rugged. Um, but like, I think the ideal setup is probably like a Land Cruiser and a SUV, a Prado, or something of some sort, for the family. So because it is kind of annoying sometimes when I mean, it's such a first world problem, but like, in a ute or a truck or a van or whatever you want to call it, like a twin cab, there's never anywhere to put your stuff. So you're always having to put it in the back, hoping that it doesn't get wet. So when you have really valuable electronics like computers and drones and photography equipment and stuff, that becomes a bit of a stressful situation. But yeah, I'd probably have a single cab Land Cruiser that I could beat up on the farm, and then have a D Max, um, as like a more of like a family vehicle. If I had to have like both of them, but if I had to choose, it'd probably be a Land Cruiser and a Prado because I am a Toyota guy through and through. And the D Max rides like trash. I will say that. Like, Land Cruisers ride rough, but so does a D Max. Um, I don't know what it is. I think they're just oversprung. There's just too much. There's too much spring for the weight of the vehicle. And so once you load it down, it gets really, really comfortable. But like, if you're going down the gravel roads with like the recommended like 30 psi on the tires and like an empty vehicle, it's like, whoa. Like, if you had dentures, you'd lose them. Um, that is my mechanics review of the D Max. Normally, all the mothers and aunties trying to hook me up with their daughters and nieces. Yeah, dang, bro. Um, what type of farm do I have? So we have bananas, we have cassava, we have tallow, we have a little bit of yangona. We had some cows, which we're gonna restart here. That's why got rid of our pines so we can fence and start up with some more goats and cows and stuff like that. But then on the office farm, we have beans and more vegetables, kind of stuff like beans and chilies, eggplant, and dania or cilantro, stuff like that. Play Nogomasa in the didgeridoo. That'd be pretty unique, actually. That'd be unique. So we got into no, not so sweet. Cane farmers struggle for profit. Sugarcane farmers are just breaking even by getting paid $85 per ton of cane, which sounds like. I mean, it sounded like they were pretty lucky to actually be getting paid that much. But the government did come in and subsidize. While they are spending about $87 to produce 1 ton with government subsidy, the Fiji Sugar Corporation has confirmed. Whoa. FSC's head of agriculture, Lakshman Jairam, told the Public Accounts Committee last week, without government subsidies, a cane farmer will spend $137 to produce 1 ton of cane and get paid $85 per ton of cane. He said in order to make a good profit, farmers in Fiji were keeping a ratoon crop where they made $40 to $45 per ton and weren't planting fresh crop. So government doesn't fund any money to FSC. Government guarantees the loans which FSC takes, and this funding goes directly to the farmers. So government doesn't fund any money to the FSC. Government guarantees the loans. So FSC takes the loans from who, and it's just backed by the government, basically. And this funding goes directly to the farmers. So I guess the FSC is like its own individual entity, and the FSC, and then the government is just standing behind, just guaranteeing that stuff. So yeah, people always ask me like, do you want to like, why don't you do cane farming, or do you want to get and be yeah. Oh wow, strangers, he's here. Wow, look at this. Tui's in the house. That's expensive zucchini. Should try plant zucchini 20. Oh, okay. So I read I read the comment after the first comment, which doesn't really make sense. Really? Oh, how did this here? Good. How are you?
Good, good. Hello, everybody.
Oh, he's here. What's up, Sam? How you guys doing? So oh, these guys are bringing goodies. Oh, sweet. Nice. Hey, let's open up one of those. You want to grab a knife? There's a knife in that drawer. Right there. Yeah, right there. I think those are very like my filleting knife. Is in there. So yeah, I always ask me if I want to get into sugarcane farming, and I always say no because I just don't see the profit in it. I think this must be the average farmer that makes $85 but spends 87. Because I know like if you go larger scale, like your costs, you know, your profit margins go up because say like you can own your own machine instead of hiring one, and yeah, I got it. And because I know there's some big time sugarcane farmers who do really well for themselves, but that's a full-time gig to like get your contacts and everything. Oh, cool. All right. So we got so Tui just came from Suva with some of our new merch. You guys have seen it live. Like I freaking just unpacked the box. See that? So this is we're getting into the sword business. So we're trying to what is this thing? This stays on there?
No.
Oh, okay, it comes off. Okay, good. Okay, I gotta back up for this one, I guess. There we go.
Get your.
Oh yeah. What do we got here? Oh. Okay. Is this gonna be on a trigger of some sort? It's gonna like just explode on me. Oh, there we go. Oh wow. Oh, that is sick, eh?
Yeah.
That's low key.
Yeah, well,
Pretty sweet. Okay. Okay, let me see this. Okay, so this is screen printed on here, which is weird. I wouldn't expect them to screen print on an umbrella. Would you guys?
what's the difference?
Huh?
What were you expecting?
I just thought it would be sublimated or heat pressed on. Seems I'm not familiar with this, but okay.
I brought this
Wait,
through the.
I think the black is sick though. So how does this? So these are corporate umbrellas. So these are not your like cheap line garbage, right?
Yeah.
So let's see the other one.
The other umbrella?
Yeah. Okay. This is not a big no go. Hey, white. I like the idea of white, but it's too dirty. Hey. I love the idea of white though. I love the idea of white.
Really nice.
Yeah, I like white. I like the look of the white.
Urban.
But
Yeah,
Not good for the people in the rurals.
yeah,
Because they'll just get
it'll
dirt
get
on
so
it.
dirty. But for those of you like, this is nice. Take to the beach. If you want to get dressed up and stuff like that. I don't know. This is pretty.
Yeah.
This is like a bit more of like a trendy umbrella. Okay. What would you guys choose? Would you guys choose the? The zucchini. So yeah, I should plant zucchini. Getting back to this for a bit here. Lightsaber. Yeah, it's a lightsaber. Sorry, I'm shaking the camera here. You? What position do you play? You played rugby?
Yeah.
Oh yeah. Questions. Yeah. Thank you.
I never really asked that question.
Oh, so I played number 3 tight head prop for for most of my rugby days. And well, no, I shouldn't say that. probably half, and then I leaned out as I got older, and so then I went to number 8, and I had a lot of fun at number 8, and then I finished at number 12, so which was my dream position. So I love playing. Well, you like the black, eh? Once you go black, there's no going back, as they say. I love number 12 because I love just running full speed. I was always the fastest of all the forwards when I played on the teams I played with. Oh, those are all the hats, eh? Okay. All right. I don't know. Should we show everything? Let's just wait. Let's just wait on that stuff, maybe. What else was I getting into samples? So we got all the headwear. Oh, the Sulu. Yeah, let's check out the Sulu. Yeah, let's check out the actual Sulu. All right. All right. Should I wear this for you guys right now? Okay. All right. I don't know. We might be losing people because we're trying this stuff on. I played scrum half. Norm, you know what? You got a mouth on you, so you would have played scrum half, eh? That makes sense to me. That actually makes so much sense. If I had to guess what position normally would have played, yeah, that makes a lot of sense. I guess you get under people's skin. You don't get under my skin. I appreciate you, but like I can see like you're way too with it to play tight head prop or something or number 8. Groy is a great substitute for Roy Krishna. Typing error, sorry. Levani Bhatia. Yeah. That would be a typing error. Okay, let's try this bad boy on. Okay, guys. So you guys, I'm getting sick of the Tangi Modia, you know? Not to have anything against Tabuni, but
Yeah.
Whoa.
Wow, that's nice.
huh?
Is that our other branding pattern?
Yeah, so this is our branding, our in wow, this thing's really sagging. Our in-house Masi design. Yeah. That's cool. I like how big it is. Like
Yeah,
The real copy.
that's really good.
that's pretty legit, hey?
Mm.
Everybody's like, I'm logging off.
I
Okay. I'm gonna go off camera and change her.
don't know, just change on the camera. Bro. Just change it.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Get I will change
Get
on
all
camera
those,
if you guys send in the super chats. Okay, there we go. Okay. Here we go. Is it too much? Maybe it's too much.
Bro, that's sick, man.
Yeah?
Yeah. Yeah,
You like
yeah. Yeah.
It's okay.
So that's our like branding pattern, just so everybody knows.
Yeah.
that
So
we have-
each of these symbols actually has a meaning. So I'll explain it to you guys for the first time. You guys, I haven't really talked about this ever before because it's something that I've been working or not working on, but I just wanted to do a slow release because there's a lot of added value in the story. So there's a verse in the Bible where there's all these men standing around wanting to stone this woman, and so Jesus says in that passage, for those of you who are one, whoever of you is without sin, you know, he can throw the first stone.
First one.
And then they say it says in the passage of scripture that he bends over and he draws something in the sand. That is, it's assumed or it's well thought that like what he drew on the sand was they call it Ischus circle. So it's like ICHSY. It's a crazy spelling, but Ischus circle. And so the modern day iteration of the Ischus circle is the Jesus fish. You guys know
Yeah,
the
the
Jesus
fish.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So that's like the Ischus circle was an 8-sided Jewish symbol that represented God. And so this is like this design right here is like our brand's Ischus circle representing God at the center of all things, or Jesus at the center of all things. So that's a little tidbit. So each one of these things has a meaning. So I don't know if that actually like
Yeah.
matters to anybody, but
Mm.
how does it feel when you sit down?
How does it feel? Feels so waka.
Huh? Wow.
Good?
Yeah, it feels good. It's a nice fit. I like this Hulu.
Yeah.
The design looks great. Yeah, it's cool. It's cool to actually be doing this with you guys at this time. Like,
Mm.
I didn't really expect that, but it's cool to have some like some initial feedback. So we had a choice. Like, obviously, we could have gone like straight white umbrella, and I heard, or all the feedback I had was like no, and like it will get dirty unless you keep the protector on it, and like yeah, black I think is going to be what we go with, but you could also do black and white, but then it'd be kind of probably half dirty. It's probably just safer to go with black, and I'm kind of leaning towards black because it'll also keep out more of the sun. Like if you're using it as a shade
Mm.
instead of just like for the rain. But what do you guys think? Uh yeah, so that's some of our new merch, and the other big boxes
The bucket
are the
hats.
bucket hats
Mm,
and the caps. I showed you guys the caps in the last live.
mm,
Or the other ones
mm,
from Canada.
mm.
But it's hard to get, actually. Yeah, the bucket hats in Canada are just, they're pretty similar and they're just really expensive.
Mm.
So we might do a one-off one day.
Mm.
Mombasa Town bypass road, a matter of urgency. What do we got here? Oh wow. A woman fractured her ankle. I like this one more. So it's what a lady fractured her ankle when she slipped on a piece of meat, and now she's suing a prosciutto. Prosciutto. A woman who fractured her left ankle during a trip with her husband to the Italian food emporium
Mm.
is in Boston is blaming her injury on a piece of ham. Alice Cohen was heading to an area where food samples are distributed to customers on October 7th when she slipped on a piece of prosciutto and fell, according to a lawsuit filed Friday. She sustained bodily injuries, a loss of enjoyment of life, pain and suffering, and incurred necessary medical expenses for medical care and attention. Her medical expenses totaled 7,500, which is about right for the U.S. I think in the U.S., like if you, like I think the average, like if you have a baby, you don't have any insurance. I think it's around $40,000 to $50,000 U.S. Like for a baby, like to, if you get your epidural and to pay for the room and the care and then the postpartum care and all that stuff, it's like it's for real. So, but these people are seeking $50,000 and they're going for $50,000 in damages. Um, yeah, that's kind of too bad for this little. I mean, yeah, keep your meat off the floor, I guess.
That's not the first time I saw. Last one I saw was in I think last 2 months ago. It was a McDonald's incident. They were on a drive-through and they ordered chicken nuggets, and then the lady who ordered the chicken nugget had a daughter at the back, so she asked for the chicken nuggets,
Okay.
and it fell on her thigh, and it burned her thigh, and they sued the McDonald's for the hot chicken nuggets. Yeah.
No one's safe anymore. How'd your wives? How'd your kids?
So I was like, you can do that in the States? Can you do that like other places in the world?
I don't know, dude, but it's getting crazy in the States. Like you can, so in Canada, like we have a good Samaritan law. So like if you if somebody's dying and like you help them like with CPR or something like that, um, and they die, there's a good Samaritan law that protects you. But if in the States, at least up until a few years ago, when I was in part of a volunteer fire department, like if you gave CPR to somebody in the States and they died, or because sometimes you break ribs when you're doing compressions and stuff like that. So if something happens, then like you can be sued by the family for, or yeah, you can
That's
be
crazy.
convicted of, I don't know if murder, but
Mm.
of being the result or
Yeah.
resulting in somebody's death.
I
So
could have sued those guys at the restaurant for the bed bugs in the table.
oh yeah, that's what Normally just said.
What did he normally
Did
say?
she also find bed bugs at her table? and then she said, "Keep your meat off the floor." That's what she said. Yeah, I hear it all the time. Okay. Next. What else do we got here? Initiative helps mom watch son at the Rugby World Cup. So the reason I was talking about the oh yeah, all the board members not being able to go to the World Cup or not being paid to go to the World Cup was because I saw this. So
Hmm.
oh, so this lady, some fundraising and donations will see Vicky Nuku leave New Zealand for her first time to watch her son. Oh, her son is Te Dirkindabeta. What does he play? He's prop. He's a big dude. Like when he wears that jersey, it's like holy smokes. Like there's like big dudes, and he's like so wide. That's what I noticed. Like the camera's always like this, and it's like it's zoomed way out. They got like the 60mm lens, and they still can't fit him in from like 20 meters away.
20 minutes away.
That's cool. So fundraising donations, so she's able to go see her son. See, if the board members want to go, they should just do some fundraising. Yeah, I think.
Exactly.
Fiji and Godzilla. No, Norm, stop. We'll do one more here. Okay, so let's talk about Lambasa. So you guys see the big fire? Did we talk about that on here?
You guys did a story.
Oh yeah. So there's a big fire in Lambasa, and burned five businesses. So restaurant, pharmacy, and a couple like Chinese variety shops. Yeah. So Lambasa Town Bypass Road, a matter of urgency. Prime Minister Rambuka has revealed the development of a bypass road in Lambasa Town is being considered a matter of urgency following the recent fire on the main street of town. This, as the Lambasa fire station has only one entrance into town through the Lambasa Bridge, which is also accessed by private and public vehicles. Rambuka says he has received a recommendation from members of cabinet to transform the railway bridge parallel to Lambasa Bridge into another thoroughfare. Okay, yeah, so you just put the railway bridge, you just extend it sideways and just put the railway bridge in the middle so you could still use it to get the sugarcane across.
Right.
Would probably be the easiest thing. I mean, there's a lot of places in the world that have one way in and one way out. But it is a little risky just because of like how bad the flooding can be in Lambasa. And it's not even like this fire is like 1 in 100 years kind of situation for the town. But like hurricanes happen all the time, and the river, it's not like a 1 in 100 year like reality. It feels like that something could happen to the bridge, and in which case like the one side of town would be totally isolated from the other. And yeah, I'm sure the Domodar family will be advocating heavily for a bypass road. Being that they just put the Domodar city on the other side of town along with New World and all that stuff.
Yeah.
But yeah, that will have to be done. I think it's just a matter of time. Apparently there is one like way up in the mountain.
Through the bridge, like it only loops around to Bologi. Like,
it doesn't come through the town.
It doesn't come to town.
But does it go around to the other side of town?
No.
Oh, it doesn't.
Mm.
Oh, okay. So, never mind. Kava barrel for board members. Yeah, there you go. I'm sure that they get a lot of that anyways. Yeah, your favorite Chinese restaurant got burned down. Yeah, it wasn't actually, I hadn't been there for a couple of years. It was the one that I always used to go to with my Levu when he was a police officer. It was just like the one. And then now living here, I guess I found some other favorites like Color Dragon. Color Dragon. If you guys are in Lambasa, you gotta hit Color Dragon. It's like they make all the food fresh, but it's weird because it's made in like 5 or 10 minutes. So it's so fast, but it's like you can taste that it's fresh. Vegetables are fresh. Everything's so good. You gotta get the black bean. The black bean from Color Dragon.
I like the chow mein there. Chow mein is really good.
Yeah.
The chow mein at Planter's Club is nice.
No.
I don't know. I thought that it could have been better. I feel like if you did a black bean sauce on chow mein, it'd be so good.
Yes.
Yeah, it'd be so good.
That'd be so nice.
Thank God Captain America Fijian version Captain Mohammed saved the day in Lambasa. Oh yeah, right, that guy, hey?
Yeah.
He was like sprinting through town. Yeah, that was nuts. And like he sprinted to the fire station, right?
Yeah. And
He was on a
ready in, like he drove back with the team.
Oh really?
Yeah.
They're so clutch, eh?
He was off duty that day.
He was.
Yeah.
He was with his family.
Yeah, but like you're not gonna miss that. Like I remember being a kid. Like so, I was on a volunteer fire department in a rural town so we didn't really have that much action. It was all like highway accidents, which was still brutal. But yeah, when we got, so I had a pager on me in I think grade 11 and 12, and so when we get calls like in the class, it would go off and be like, Birchill's Fire Department, please respond to a fire, and I'd be like, peace, ladies. Like, the ladies be like, hey, I gotta go save some lives. I walk out, me just being 287 pounds and not attractive, just walking out feeling so cool. It's like, catch you guys later. I gotta save some lives. So yeah, that's me in my past. I'm feeling very lucky to have met Stephanie. Definitely, she's
Shaped you.
settled for me. That's for sure.
Mhm.
I'm going to leave it there for today, guys. Thank you guys for joining me. Catch us here again on Friday. We'll have fun. Fridays are always fun. Guys, don't give up on this week. You guys got this. It's Monday, but you guys are strong. Beat Usain Bolt's record when he ran to get his uniform. Should receive a medal from the government. Yeah, he should be like honored maybe at the Friendly North Festival.
Mm-hmm.
Hey? Like
Yeah.
on Saturday night?
There was a lot of like people were like talking bad on him. Like
Why?
I saw the photo and they was like
He was running
away from the fire. And
But
they,
people didn't know the actual story behind why he was running away.
yeah,
I'm like,
that.
dude, that is such a committed run. Like to
Mm.
run like from there across the bridge and up towards the hospital.
Yeah.
The guy's like so scared of the fire.
Yeah.
People are like, whoa.
Mm-hmm.
Okay. This was On the Mat. My name is Jonathan Bati. This was brought to you by us and all of our new merch and Hamza and his family and everybody at Global Machinery. Go get yourself a farm track tractor if you guys are looking for the best machinery for your farm. Until later, we will see you later. Friday, 4:30, Monday and Friday, 4:30. We're always here live on YouTube. We appreciate you guys. We'll catch you later. Peace.
Peace.